What's up, everyone? Swiney here with a little GoFundMe update. It's been about 5 days or so, 5 or 6. I started this on the 11th, I think, like the evening of the 11th or whatever, and today's the 16th, Sunday. It's getting hot again. We had a little break of monsoony, rainy weather in Vegas, and now it's heating up again. Anyway, all right, so the initial GoFundMe I put was 2,500. I saw some prompts saying I should probably reduce it, even though I need I need more than 25. But I went ahead and reduced it. It's down to 22 now. Um, Overall, my collections are at 1,800, which is fantastic. I cannot believe there's been this kind of response, and I love you guys. I'm so stoked. Um, they went ahead and sent me 1,100, so there's like 700 like in balance, and with the remaining goal, there's like another probably 500 or 600 to get me to 2,200. I don't know when I get the next chunk of money. I haven't touched any of it yet. I haven't spent any money because I've been learning about, not learning, but I've been looking at my options, and I got some info that I wasn't expecting from a neighbor. And I'll tell you what's happening. Okay, so my initial plan was when I knew what my last month of my lease was, I was not going to pay that and try and move out that month in like the third week and let them keep my deposit and say, okay, later, bye. You can't evict me. I'm out of here. And I was worried they weren't sending me my new lease option because maybe they thought I was going to do that. But no, this is what happened. I talked to a neighbor. He lives on the corner apartment of my building. And he said they just did the same thing to him. So this is all by design. What they're doing is they're not giving people their new lease agreements in the proper time allotted, and they're just stacking your next month prorated as a month-to-month lease without telling you. This is a total like indiscrepancy, and I don't think it's legal for them to do that. It is legal in Nevada to raise your rent as much as the property owner or landlord wants when a lease expires. Now, a lady in the office told me if they're going to do that, they're supposed to give you 45 days notice. Hence, in the past, them sending me my lease agreement 90 days ahead of time. So this is really fishy. This whole property management group I'm dealing with that owns this place now, because it's the second or third owner since I've been here in 9 years, is really, it's unacceptable. It's un-American. It's not cool. Because, like I said, they tried to stack me a rent of $1,660 before even the 15th on top of what I've already owed. So that's what's happening. I need to get out of here. My dilemma is if I go ahead and pay for August and sign the new lease, I'm going in to September. There's no way I can pay that. I got to save that money to move into wherever I'm going. If I don't pay August, that puts me up against a very quick turnaround time for an eviction, and I don't think I'll have a place in time. I could put my stuff in storage, but what do I do? Sleep in my truck? I don't really have too many couches around town I can stay on. Anyway, my problem. I'll deal with it. What I'm probably going to do is tomorrow's Monday. I got to get my DMV handled so I get my tags. I got to get my storage purchased so I can start putting stuff in there, stuff that I can do myself. And that'll be the first phase of me getting this done with this money. And then by Wednesday or Thursday, I got to start applying at these properties. Maybe I'll do that Tuesday. But either way, that's what's going on. My plate's full. The money's coming in. I haven't used it yet, but I'm going to. And I'm saying thank you. And let's keep walking together and rocking together. And hopefully I can get that last 500 or 600 to put me at 22. And I can really get as much mileage out of as I can and try and get out of here and get a place to stay in. There's some family members. One's in Seal Beach, California, my aunt, and then my sister up in Seattle. I don't want to sleep on their couches. No offense, but I've been living alone a very, very long time, and I don't want to go all that way to sleep on a couch to have to come all the way back. So that's what I'm trying to avoid from happening. Let me say a thanks real quick to my amazing donors out there, as I need to put my glasses back on. Okay, so thank you to the following. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Douglas. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Ross. Thank you, Mr. Blue Lou Boyle. Danny Boy, what's going on? Thank you, bro. Thank you, Aylin. Thank you, Benjamin. Thank you, Sara. And thank you to my friend Morby, who sent money not to my GoFundMe, but to my PayPal. I didn't know I still had one, but it's there. So thank you, Morby. Rock and roll. And that's what's up. Like, the neighbor also told me he went through a lengthy process of litigation with them because they tried to kick him out for mold when the mold was on the outside of his apartment, and he took pictures. And they're like, we don't care, we're throwing you out anyway. He's like, okay, see you in court. So we had to go 10 court appearances against these guys. That's what kind of scumbags they are. And the fact that they did the same thing to him just this month, which is probably around the same day they did it to me, shows that they're clearly like pushing people out of here to try and reevaluate the rent scale here. And I think that that's why when they had the interactive property map that they removed, there were 16 vacancies. I just went and counted. They're down to 14. Because I went and looked at what's available and I stacked it all up. Anyway, simple math. So it's not cool. Like, this is just the way it is now in America. You're not going to find any personally owned apartment buildings unless it's 1 in a million. You just get very lucky. Everything's private equity firms and corporate real estate, hedge funds, whatever. It's gnarly. And so this is what they do to you. And so I gotta hopefully be in front of this enough that I don't end up sleeping in my car or being someplace brutal because if I'm there too long, I don't have a laptop. Like, it's gonna be hard to network. I can't really do it to my phone. My phone's old and it's terrible. So I'm trying to make it happen. And I want to say thank you. Love you guys. I got the best fans on the planet because even though I don't have a lot of them, I have a lot of retention even now with my old content. And we'll see. Maybe someday I can shoot a few scenes again, but I'm not thinking about that till way down the road. I got other issues. I want to write the book, so that's it. Swiney saying thank you. My GoFundMe is still active. It will be in the comment section if you want to help me get through the finish line and give me, help me pad my stack a little bit. I'd really appreciate it. And rock and roll, everybody. I'll see you next time, and let's keep it going. Nobody cares soon. I just got a lot going on. I just haven't had a chance to get in here and do any other episodes. But it'll happen. All right, rock and roll. I will see you guys later.